Just when you thought it was safe to go back to grocery outlet, I returned, this time online, as your virtual coach. So we're on. Let's talk a little about 400s. I mean, that as a kid growing up, we went through the same program back at Manhattan High School in Kansas, and every Monday we ran 16 400s. And you and your kids do that, and you're doing it this summer.
Yeah,
tell us a little bit about your 400s.
Yeah, we run them quite often. We don't run them every Monday because we have a couple other speed things that we do, but we do run them at least every other week. 16 400s is a great way to build speed, and speed is really important, especially when you're only running for a 15-minute race. 16-minute race is a goal. You have to be comfortable running faster than your race pace. You have to be comfortable at that speed.
What pace do you guys run your 400s at?
It depends on the athletes. We try to get our athletes to run them at just a little faster than their ideal race mile pace. So if we've got a guy that's running a 4:30 mile, they better be running, their quarters at 66, 67.
Wow.
And the goal is 16 of them.
And what about your girls?
Same kind of deal. Girls need to be, our good girls should be down close to 75.
Yeah.
That's the goal, under 80.
Yeah, and believe it or not, we did that too, back in the olden days. But we ran 440s, not 400s.
Yeah.
So I'm interested in some of your thoughts on racing. Really that's what it's all about. It's why we train. What are your specific thoughts on racing?
Racing that's what the sport is. I mean, you do your training so that you can race. You don't train so that you can do more training, but you train so you can race and you can win races. And the only way that you can win races is by putting your people in front of other people. You've got to be in the front and trying to put as many people in the front as you can. There's a lot of different ways to get to that, but one way to get to that is by owning other people. And the way you own other people is by crushing them and breaking their spirits. And if you continually run away from somebody and put a big distance in between you and them, they never believe that they can run with you, and they won't challenge you. However, if you let other people run with you for large portions of the race, and they believe they can race with you, they will. And sooner or later, they're going to end up beating you because you've given them the belief that they can run. Never do that. I always believe that our athletes should go out and run their hardest every time they're in a race and challenge themselves and try to beat everybody as soundly as they can.
So one of your athletes who's been one of the most successful athletes in all of Northern California in recent years was Nick Roush. I know he won the 800 and the mile at the same day at the Dublin Distance Fiesta.
And he qualified for state in both races. He was a league champion in cross country and multiple league champion in track and field.
So what was his deal? I mean, why was he able, he looked like a normal, regular, nice kid.
Nick really disliked getting beat by anybody. His goal every time he stepped to the line was to be number one, and he just was, he had a chip on his shoulder, and that was from some of the things that happened to him when he was growing up, but he hated not winning and was willing to put himself through a great deal of pain to make sure that when he was racing, no one was going to beat him. Another race we've had, I've coached a state champion, and she was a similar kind of runner, and she made sure that every time she ran, unless we gave her direct other orders, she was far in front of everybody, no matter what the race was. And she ran hard every week.
And that was
Jackie Taylor.
Jackie Taylor. So
Yeah.
that was your first year that you coached?
Yeah, first couple years.
Buster's got to go inside, Grandpa.
Not in this one. Wait your turn.
Yeah, can you close his door from the inside? Yeah, pretty much. Once we started talking about Jackie Taylor, I can cut that and use Nick.
Yeah.
Buster, get inside. Hey.
Hi, baby.
Which one am I going to introduce?
I don't know. We'll see. These are your Uncle Pumpkin's things. These are not mine. These are his
He
deal.
said I would be introduced.
Well, we'll see.
Next one?
Is it locked? Is it covered?
It's still going.
All right.
Is it?
Yeah, it's going right now. 2 minutes, 27 seconds in.
Let's talk a little bit about the discipline of racing. I've always kind of been taught that we are a collection of our habits. And especially when things get tough in races, you just fall back on to what you're trained to do and what your habits are. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, definitely. You build up your racing discipline by racing and putting yourselves out there and pushing yourselves even when it's hard or even when the competition isn't great, but you build the ability to run fast over whatever distance it is, and you train your body that, hey, I can do this. And if you train your body that when you get into a race you only run as fast as you need to, yeah, that works until you get into a race with better runners, and then you're not used to challenging yourself at the level that maybe you need to.
So it's the middle of the summer, cross-country season's just around the corner. What advice, having seen our kids run, would you give them just to sum it all up for the rest of the summer and this fall?
Oh, you guys are going to have a tremendous team this fall, guys and girls. The biggest thing that I think that they can do is, I know they're working hard and got them all over everywhere running hard, but I would say the biggest thing they can do is really race and put themselves really in a position to do well in their races and believe that they can win. And that's it. You gotta want to own the other teams, and you got to take them out to beat them, and you've got to have individuals willing to go out and try to win the races.
Great. Well, thanks for joining me today, and looking forward to the season. Looking forward to seeing you guys in the new Vine League, or whatever the heck it's
Vine Valley League.
Vine
VVL.
Valley League, with
yeah.
all those teams from Napa and the other places over there, that American Canyon, and I don't know,
Sonoma, Petaluma High. It's going to be fantastic.
over there where the people don't really know how to read. It's great.
Yeah.
So
Should be exciting.
good luck to you guys. And for now, this is your virtual coach and your virtual coach's brother, who's a real coach, signing off. Till next time.